You are now watching the whimsically works of ArchWizard CJ. If you enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe.
Y'all niggas better just change the name of this game to Raider and Friends. Raider and Friends, press any button to start. Oh yeah. For Honor Season 10 update has introduced to us a new hero, a hero rework, and hero rebalance. And the thing I absolutely find the most poetic, most ironic, and most comical about this is that the least anticipated and least expected new feature of the trio, a rebalance of a character that has long since been pronounced as one of the worst characters in the game, has sent us kits soaring from that underwhelming and very predictable one to arguably, as of May 6, 2019, when I'm writing this, the undisputed best 1v1 kit in the entire game. And it wasn't a rework nor a new character, it was simply a rebalance of a character's kit with a few new options. Raider has seen a change of momentum so absurdly radical that his rebalance is signified to Viking Faction's place as the undisputed most stacked roster of characters in the game. Aside from you know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta say nothing. I don't think I have to say anything. I'm gonna stop beating around the bush, however, and say that Raider is kinda overtuned at the moment. It's not enough that he has 40 to 50 damage heavies that can all be soft fainted into guard breaks, the best guard break throw distance in the game next to Warlord and Shaman, the arguably strongest wall splats in the game next to a Centurion, a stunning tap that drains stamina, blinds you, does 18 damage, can flow into every single move in his kit quite literally, can be soft fainted from every heavy, has a 400 MS indicator, can dodge guard break near omnidirectionally, and has instant hyper armor on all heavies after initial. But on top of all that, he has a Stampede charge that drains half a bar of stamina and the hardest hitting out of stamina punish in the entire game. Raider is wildly strong. What's hilarious is that I remember saying that Conqueror or Berserker were the best 1v1 characters but weren't instant picks because the curve required to play them required some sort of dedication to the character to a degree before you started dominating a majority of your matches. That is not the case for Raider. If you know how to stunning tap, you will bamboozle 70% of the people you fight with just a moderate amount of experience playing for Honor. That's the thing about Raider that gets me the most. In fact, that's arguably the thing about For Honor that gets me as a whole. The character is rated as an easy difficulty character. Why is an easy difficulty character the best character in the game? You would figure Valk, Lawbringer, Nabushi, and characters with the hard difficulty rating would have the absolute most potential to be able to dominate in For Honor's play space. But the irony is, easy level and medium level characters especially are all in the top tier brackets except for situational characters like Nabushi. That's what gets me about Raider as well. It's how accessible his kit is for all skill levels. At lower levels, you can imagine how typical and frequent light spam is. I cannot imagine how hellish stunning tap mix-ups must be for someone who just got this game. I remember back when I first started and how I had a homie who picked Raider and how stunning tap was catching me back then. Imagine picking up the sticks for the first time, loading up a match, and the first thing you see is a Scandinavian blade letting it rip in your fucking asshole. And what's especially weird is that they don't even follow this philosophy with brand new characters. Hitokiri is a very fair introduction in addition to the game. I see no aspects thus far to suggest the character as anything other than a generally and genuinely solid character. I personally enjoy playing against the character. I feel like I have to treat them like Shigoki, which is pretty ironic considering he's the only other Japanese heavy, but regardless, I don't get how that character is so run of the mill and Raider is so rah-rah-rah-tar-tar strong. Here's what I truly don't get that bothers me so much about Raider at the moment as well. In every single rework Ubisoft has done, they've taken things away as well as granted things to the character, and because, this is my assumption, keep in mind, this is because they want to keep in essence the character's individuality while introducing a moveset that is hopefully more viable than their last one. Lawbringer is the latest example of this. They removed entirely his shovel and block but have given him a significantly better offensive game in its place to hopefully raise his viability, even though if you ask me, they arguably made him worse. So why then would they make Raider, put him out into the ether, and he be as strong as he is right now with no changes to his original kit? He can still dodge guard break, all of his heavies still do 40 plus damage, all of his out of stamina punishes are the same, yet they give him a plethora of more options to choose from, sped up all of his startups, gave him soft feints and hyper armor, and he arguably has the best mix-up in the game. And all of this is accessible immediately. There is no technical know-how involved past knowing what buttons to press and when. That is the most you need to know to play Raider and absolutely destroy in at least, and this is me in my opinion, severely lowballing 60 to 70% of your matches. When Apex Legends first dropped, I quite literally for 3 solid months continuously did not play for honor. Yet off just picking up Raider one time, I have been able to touch a death players like I'm fucking Flux Deluxe Pro.
I bopped the shell this nigga. Hey, come over here, trash can.
That was nice.
Wake up, nigga. Ain't no game out here, cuz. Come on, nigga. No, nigga. Oh.
Bro, you can't do your mix-ups on me, bro. I'm ready.
What is this, nigga? What is this, nigga? What are you doing?
Don't work on me. I'm ready. Hey, chill out with all that, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, this was killing me earlier.
Don't. The fuck out of here with this. What is this? What is this? You know what? You getting?
Well, time for the game.
Do you really think? Wow. Come on, throw out a sidelight, nigga. Stop throwing out that top. What? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
How you doing, my nigga Dorsey?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh my God, he did it.
Jiggly out.
Okay. Kaya!
Oh, bad news for this guy right here. Hello.
Oh, don't do it to this nigga, bro. One.
Just start throwing top at these.
Damn.
Just start throwing top at these. Yo.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know about everyone else. I don't even necessarily know about my own opinion, as I feel I'm currently not at a skill level where I can accurately determine whether or not this will be a problem in the long run. However, I think, based off the group consensus of regarded opinions and my own personal experiences, that while this buff was necessary, Raider has definitely been overtuned to a point where I feel if the action to rebalance him isn't immediate, we're easily looking at a character who's going to be domineering for the next 2 to 3 months and could potentially scare away a chunk of players. Maybe I'm just tripping though. I mean, who knows? Ubisoft could just be planning a re-huh? What? Huh? They just buffed him in hotfix? His zone can no longer be punished by a GB on whiff. They reduced the recovery time by 100 milliseconds. Oh no, that's cool. No, that's cool. Okay, alright. Well, I hope you like 9-inch veiny schmegma-ridden Scandinavian cock and balls, because for the next 3 months, Flux Deluxe sub count is about to go stupid. Go crazy, yeah. Go stupid. Personally, I feel like while we celebrate the improvements of the characters and their kits, we should to an extent acknowledge that if a community backlash is perceived at a certain level of noise, then we should all take note that something is definitely off. I know there's people still swearing to God that Orochi and Peacekeeper are S tier, but validity on the complaints and nuanced irritants of Raider are on a surface level. I think we can all agree that while we are happy that Ubisoft is more aggressive with their tuning, this is another character they've made the absolute best choice for people for all the wrong reasons. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This has been ArchWizard CJ. I wish you all a good morrow, and I'm off for the time being.
This has been an ArchWizard CJ special. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? East Coast, West Coast.